What is going on, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel Rondemic. So as you know, on this channel we cover all things entertainment related and more. So I have another brand spanking new video for you guys today. So let's just go ahead and dive on right into it. So I saw this article on the Shade Room, and this article is speaking about the singer Selena. So you know Selena from back in the day. She was a famous singer. She did like Tejano music, so like kind of Mexican American music, and she was actually fatally shot in the prime of her career. So it looks like the person who actually did the unaliving of Selena is actually looking to be out on parole. So I'm just going to read a little bit of what the article says. So it says, woman who fatally unalived the singer Selena reportedly files for a 2025 parole. So, Yolanda Saldivar has social media popping off her legal request from behind prison bars. Saldivar is infamously known as the woman who fatally shot singer Selena in March 1995. She is currently serving a life sentence in Texas, but according to the New York Post, she wants out. So, Yolanda is reportedly requesting to be put out on parole in 2025 amid an alleged bounty on her head in prison. So, it looks like something is going down in prison where they're putting a hit out on her basically to wipe her out basically. So it looks like that's why she's requesting. She wants to get out early, get out on parole because of that reason. So I'm just going to read a little bit further. So what Yolanda Saldivar is reportedly asking the court. So when Selena died, she was only 23 years old and days away from her 4-year wedding anniversary to lead band guitarist Chris Perez. So a year before passing away, the singer had won her first career Grammy for Best Mexican American Album. Her win marked the first time a female Tejano artist won in that category. Ironically, Yolanda snapped while serving as the president of the singer's fan club. She shot Selena in a hotel room in Corpus Christi, Texas on March 31, 1995 during a confrontation about an embezzled $60,000. So the singer was planning to fire the fan club president, and Saldivar has insisted since the beginning that the shooting was incidental and that she meant to unalive herself and not the beloved artist. Still, a jury convicted her. She was later sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years. So that actual parole period will open up in March 2025, and Yolanda Saldivar is now 64 years old and being held at Patrick L. O'Daniel in Gatesville, Texas. A Department of Criminal Justice rep confirmed to the New York Post that the murderer has a spotless prison record, that it's likely that the parole board will agree to hear Yolanda's plea, and the update is that she reportedly filed the relevant paperwork to be considered for conditional release. Alright, so inmates claim there's a bounty on her head. So at least 2 former inmates reportedly spoke with the New York Post about the danger Yolanda could face in the general prison population. So it reported that someone says, "Let me have 5 minutes with that bitch," is the phrase that Yesenia Dominguez told the outlets that she heard about Yolanda. Everyone wanted to get justice for Selena. There's a target on her back, the former inmate claims. Another inmate, Marisol Lopez, co-signed that energy. She said that everyone knows who Yolanda Saldivar is. There's a bounty on her head, like everyone wants a piece of her. The guards keep her away from everyone else because she's hated so much. If she were out, someone would try to take her down, Lopez reportedly shared. A cousin of Yolanda Saldivar told the New York Post that keeping Saldivar in prison isn't going to do any good. The cousin added that Yolanda feels like she's a political prisoner and says that it's time for her to get out. Meanwhile, according to the New York Post, Selena's family will likely receive an official notice of the parole hearing next month. So that's what's going down with the lady who unalived Selena back in the day. And I don't know if you guys seen the movie. They made a movie about her life, and I saw the movie a couple years back, and you know, to be honest, man, it was very touching. Although I didn't really grow up in Selena's music, but just the story of how she was, you know, breaking into the industry, and she was well loved by her fans and stuff like that, and just to see her you know, her life cut short in that manner, it was very tragic. And that movie kind of moved me. I was like, man, why would somebody want to do that, you know, to someone in the prime of their career? And, you know, like I said, she was well loved, and she was possibly on her way to superstardom. She was basically cut down in the prime of her career. Just only 23 years old, man. Imagine if she was still around today. She would probably be classified as a legend, you know, basically by today's status. Just 23 years old in the prime of your career. And as far as I understood, you know, by watching the movie and stuff like that, it was about, you know, it seems to be more than the $60,000 that she embezzled. To me, and what I think, you know, it had a little hint of jealousy towards Selena, and that, you know, sometimes when you have a lot of things going for you and stuff like that, you think that everyone around you would be happy for you and you know, things of that nature, and, you know, would celebrate your success. But unfortunately, a lot of times it's not that case. And it's those who are closest to you the most will actually, you know, pray for your downfall, or in worst case scenario, want to do something to harm you. So like I said, man, she was in the prime of her career. She was well loved, and she was going to be the next big superstar in that Tejano music category, man. So it's just unfortunate that she's not around today. And I'm sure her family misses her and wish she was still alive. And, you know, just to, you know, see what she has become. But she, you know, she left behind a legacy. She has good music, and she, you know, it's things like that. So, and as I'm assuming, she still has a huge fan base, because, you know, things like Spotify and stuff like that, I'm sure her music is on there and people go there and listen to it, stream her music and all of that stuff. But, you know, like I said, in the prime of her career, man, she would have been very big today, you know, possibly on legend status today. You know how it is, doing music for so long leading up to today. She would have been classified a legend in her field. And, you know, like they said, there's the ladies requesting parole because, you know, some sort of bounty is on her head, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, even although it's been 30 years, you know, people are not going to forget that, man, especially the family. And she probably has fans that are behind prison walls and, you know, looking at it the same way that, you know, you took her out in the prime, and they want to exact some type of, you know, revenge for that, man. You know, even though the passage of time, people are not going to forget stuff like that. So, my personal thought on it is, you know, it's a very heinous crime. You know, it looks like I said, stemming from jealousy and things like that. So I think she should just, you know, serve out the rest of her time behind bars until it's time for her to just go night, you know, and, you know, just live out the rest of her life behind bars. You know, she took someone that was in the prime of their career, and like I said, family misses her and stuff like that, and she could have been a huge star. Then she was, you know, she was basically on the cusp of blowing up. So I think, in my opinion, she should just stay where she's at and just ride out the rest of her sentence until it's time for her to leave this earth. That's my personal thoughts on it, basically. So you guys could just comment down below and tell me what you think about this situation in the Selena case. Well, not the case, the parole that this lady is seeking. So please do like, comment, share, and I beg you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.